Alright, so I just wanted to make a quick video showing this repower that I did. This Toro Time Cutter Z5000 came originally with a Kohler Courage single 21 horsepower, and it had a very common problem right up here where the sump cover bolt backed out, hit the flywheel, and cracked this block. So this is the replacement engine I got for it. It's a Briggs Stratton 19 horsepower 33S8770019-G1. There's a different engine ending with 0043 that's also the same. So depending on which one you find for what price, they're pretty much the same engine. So anyway, here's the setup I have. It was exact plug and play harness. I hooked this up. That hooked up fine. I used the nut from the old engine. I have the drains it here. I removed the plug that was in there originally. And then here's the muffler. I installed a deflector to send the exhaust out the back. I installed new fuel line to here. It came with a new fuel filter and everything on from that point. Down there you can see the throttle cable. That was a plug and play. This engine is set up for either throttle and choke in one, or a separate throttle and choke. So it came with a screw right here, and that would be the spot for your choke cable, and then you would put it into this hole on the choke arm right there. So what I did, because mine is all-in-one down here, I hooked it up, and then I removed, let me get a better view, there was a screw right in this R hole, and that blocks the travel of the throttle for a separate choke. But when you have it all in one, you want to remove that screw so that you can see it comes past and it's got full travel. So I removed this screw up here and removed that one. So then I just adjusted this cable to the right spot and we were good to go. And this engine was idling around 1800 RPMs and full throttle was about 3250, somewhere around there. Now the mounting pattern was exactly the same. It was a drop in. These bolts right here is what was on the Kohler, and I just screwed them right in like a self-tapping bolt. Tightened them down nice and tight, hooked up the ground, and then down here you can see the PTO clutch. So this had the exact same crankshaft, which is approximately 1 by 3 1/4. So that PTO clutch just fit right on there with the drive pulley, and tightened the screw down to about 55 foot-pounds, and we were good to go. So as you can see, this engine has a regulator here, and it puts out DC output, which then charges the battery. So this is a yellow wire coming from the stator, which means it's an AC voltage. If you have a black and a red, which some of these Inteks have in them, like this one for example, it's got a black and a red, that puts out a dual circuit voltage. So this one's DC and this one's AC. This one is not made for a PTO clutch. It has no regulator. So you gotta have this style where it's got a regulator and puts out DC voltage only, which powers lights, charges your battery, powers your clutch, and any other things you may have. So this here was an add-on. Removed the decorative ring here and purchased this just because it's a zero turn. You want something protecting that spinning flywheel because it's unlike a lawn tractor, which would have a hood covering it. So I just wanted to make a quick video just saying that yes, this engine will work in place of the Kohler Courage. Make sure your charging system matches. Make sure your crankshaft dimensions are the same. And this one came with a fuel pump, so it was set up for either this type of fuel system or a gravity feed would be fine as well. And here's the old Kohler engine. You can see the spec number there. So I think the Briggs crankshaft might have been a tad bit longer, maybe, like a millimeter or two, but it wasn't going to affect anything. Thanks for watching.